You don't put statutory amendments in a joint resolution. Yesterday, they put a statutory amendment in a joint resolution.
One day after the major decision to reinstate August special elections in an attempt to thwart a possible abortion choice ballot, constitutional law experts are weighing in on if the resolution is legal.
It's very unlikely that the legislature could actually set an August election simply by passing this resolution.
Legal expert Jonathan Enton says we need to go back a few months to fully understand what he thinks the lawmakers did wrong. In December of 2022, the General Assembly voted to ban August special elections. What the lawmakers are attempting to do is overturn that ban with their resolution. Law expert Stephen Steinglass explains that can't be done.
It's a direct conflict with a bedrock principle of Ohio constitutional law.
In 1897, the Ohio Supreme Court stated that the legislature cannot amend statutes by passing joint resolutions. Supporters of Senate Joint Resolution 2 say they have case law, one more recent, that leans their way.
The court decision was that you don't necessarily have to have this spelled out in a bill. A resolution suffices.
The case State Rep. Brian Stewart is referring to is from the 1960s. Here is the direct language. The General Assembly may authorize such special election on a certain date by a joint resolution without enacting a statute. However, Steinglass says the law that the General Assembly passed in December makes this argument invalid, since we already have an existing ban. The experts say the GOP has essentially tied their own hands. Republicans disagree, saying this will be final.
I'm not going to quibble about the route we took if we got to the right destination.
So, what's next for the advocates against it?
The opponents can simply attempt to defeat it or try to get the court to throw out the proposed vote.
Enton says a lawsuit won't prevent the state from getting ready for an election. So the Ohio Supreme Court will need to weigh in on if it can be conducted.
You can't run an election until it's clear that the election would in fact be lawful.
But advocates raise concerns, since the Ohio Supreme Court did shut down district maps for our elections, and the lawmakers moved forward anyway. At the Ohio State House, I'm Morgan Trow reporting.